That's like asking for a blind man to enjoy all of the sights he's gonna see, but thanks, I guess. Hey, dog. Okay. So I want to make this my primary quest. I don't think this... Is it a Witcher contract? Bovine Blues. All right. A wyvern? Yeah, that seems quite likely. Oh, there's another notice here. Yoink, 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 yoink.
Already started in on it. Look at the tracks.
Hi.
How do you like that silver?
That Algol sucks. Ugh. Ugh.
Must be Emil. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all hell. Right, now where do I start?
The cow's guts exploded out.
Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death. Won't learn anything else from the body. Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death. Gut sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping.
Entrails are
Tooth
so
marks.
nasty.
Small ones, though. So necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast. Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height.
So some kind of dragon or dragonid was carrying it and it fell.
Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing right underneath. And then there's the crane.
Okay. How do I get to the murderous Vandegilders? Go up and around. So guessing it crashed into the crane. Does stuff like this happen in Warhammer? Oh yeah. So in Warhammer, you'd also have to deal with stuff like you're attacked by goblins who stick another goblin in a catapult with a pointy hat or a slingshot, and then they fire him at you. So you see a goblin. You do just hear like a goblin shrieking, and all of a sudden it lands next to you and like crushes a dude. In Warhammer, they weaponize this shit. Doomdiver catapults ain't no joke.
Blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of Draconid blood. Barely perceptible. I'm on the right track.
Can't be too much of a fight if it wasn't even big enough to carry a cow. Unless it's like manages to make it back to its nest and there's just a bunch of them.
Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like.
Or knowing Geralt's luck, it's gonna be the dragon had died and something even bigger came along.
Sour mash. Draconid must have attacked a local distillery.
Gross.
Bastard.
I like how Geralt's genuinely upset that it attacked a distillery. He's like, no, I need those. One punch.
Landed on the roof of the distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on.
This Draconid's making a hell of a lot of, hell of a mess. A bootlegger. So I say that Minister Tremblay, the whole Sarster Valley is overrated. Those wines, why don't get me started on Estes. Ever since they started mass producing it, they should call it Iet Iet, for it's definitely seen better days. And he says, right you are, always been a Cote de Blesser chap myself. In fact, between you and me, I even prefer it to Sangreal, you know, the wine reserved for her illustrious highness in her inner circle. And then... Oh, one moment, chat. Hello? Good, what's up? Okay, unfortunately, I do have to make it kind of quick because I'm working right now, but what you got? Uh-huh. Neither have I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. I mean, yeah, I'd be down to do something like that. I don't know anything about Pathfinder. Yeah, that's fine. When are you free for me to call you back? Okay, yeah, it'll be before then. All right, I'll call you back as soon as I finish working. All right, bye. That was Jacob. Sorry. y'all have met Jacob if you've been around for a while. And then the fool I am, I blurt out, oh, I agree. Whenever her grace has me tasted, I've got to swallow my mouth with vodka afterwards to watch out that rancid taste. Oh, come on, I was drunk. Wasn't I talking out of my bum? Well, it turns out I had rather overvalued my position at court. Tremblay needed but to say a word in the Duchess's ear, and 3 shakes of a donkey's tail I was out in the street. The job of Ducal's tasters has been given back to Benoit. Can you believe it? After that scandal involving Baroness Neek and Quaylen? As for me, well, what am I supposed to do? I had no choice to start making and drinking my own brews. That's always been my true passion. And then he died. That's how it goes.
Prince. Crawl through here.
So, chat,
to fly.
Anyone excited for the Elden Ring expansion that got announced? Shadow of the Erd Tree?
Barely crawling. Second Draconid landed here. A larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal. Then they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily. Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest.
Oh, yeah, we're going back to the nest. Sitting here like, this is gonna be easy.
Trail ends here. Nest's up there. I'd bet the farm on it.
Lady, be with me as I face these foul beasts. You don't have a farm, Geralt? That's not true. I have a winery. I have a vineyard now. It's kind of like a farm. Oh, hello, boys. Slicers. Oh, these are different. Slicered matriarchs. Oh, you look really cool. If you ever find yourself facing a monster that breathes fire, strikes with a tail tipped with venomous spines, bites with sharp teeth, and swipes even sharper claws, attempts to knock spread to the ground with a sonic blast, and you are fighting a Slicer. With an arsenal like that, it comes as no surprise folk often mistake these dragonids for dragons. Yet experts, many butchers, know Slicers constitute an entirely separate species, much smaller than dragons and far less dangerous, with one exception. Slicered females in mating season are even worse just after laying their eggs. When fighting such an individual, my suggestion is to get as far from possible from danger as quickly as possible, preferably by running at full tilt without looking back. Slicers. Some peasants wouldn't offer me a king's ransom to slay a Slicer, the damned hefty purse chock full of gold, but I turned him down. Coin's no good if you're dead, and a Slicer, that's no fucking forktail. Slicers are often mistaken for wyverns or forktails, yet make no mistake, Slicers are nasty, terribly dangerous beasts, and confusing them for wyverns will end very badly for the confuser. While a wyvern can tear apart and devour an untrained man in seconds, only a Slicer can bake him to a crisp with a waft of fiery breath. Oh my! So they have venomous tail spines and they breathe fire. Neat. And they have a sonic attack.
Lovely bastard. Whoa. Slizzard's son seems to be joining the fray.
Oh, okay. I killed your baby. Cool monster design. Weird they don't have eyes.
I collected a trophy. The rest of the eggs haven't hatched yet. Need to burn the whole nest.
The exploding fireball was a little surprise. I was expecting like a blah, not a ha. Bet that would have fucking hurt if it hit me.
That'll do it.
That was a fun fight. Wait, does that say there's a place of power here? I would like to stop being on fire.
That ruined Fort Lafogue mentioned.
Why am I still on fire? Chat, what do I do? Why am I still on fire? What do you mean I can't do that now? Shield? Ugh. I couldn't roll. I was trying. It was like, nah, son, you're gonna burn. Just Captain Augustus Theodobrus report. The Witcher I summoned reached Osar on the 12th of September. He made a favorable impression. I expected a cold killer, yet found myself speaking with someone who could easily be mistaken for a normal man. If not for his expansive knowledge concerning the habit of monsters, the two swords on his back and the griffin head medallion on his chest. Jerome, as he was called, asked me a great many questions about the beast seen near Montcrane Castle. Based on my responses, he concluded the monster in question was a Leshen. During our next conversation, the Witcher expressed his astonishment at being offered such a high reward, and one paid in advance before he even arrived in Toussaint. I had taken a liking to the fellow and wanted to be honest with him. Despite the vow I had sworn, I revealed his pay came entirely from a certain Moreau, a mage who had decided to use the gift to thank our community for a warm welcome. When Jerome heard the mage's name, he went pale, then flew into a rage. He shouted, and I quote, "Give that old bastard a piece of my mind," then ran to the stables, mounted his steed, and rode off, leaving the greater part of his possessions behind. He was seen on the road to Mount Crane, but then disappeared, like a rock thrown in deep water. Master Moreau claims he never saw the Witcher. Oh.
Wonder what happened at Moncron.
Moncron. Sorry, I didn't say it French enough. Moncron. There we go. That's a more accurate way to say it now. My apologies. Staying far away from that nest of eternally burning fire. So there's a place of power beneath. There must be a cave entrance.
Peasant! Peasant!
Oh, I see it. Above me? Says it should be right here. Aha!
Magic. A place of power.
Booyah! How many we got now? We have 2. I think we need 3. What am I going for? Second life? Oh no, we get one of these. We can get piercing. Oh no, we do need. Oh, we need 3 if we go for piercing cold, but we have enough if we go bloodbath. Oh, we need both. Okay, sure. I guess I'll go ahead and pick up bloodbath. I'm not going to use it, but. Oh no, we already have it. I'm just stupid. That's fair. I'm just an idiot. You know. All right. Nicely done, Master Gear. Okay, we solved the cow mystery, so let's go turn that in.
Faster.
Tell me something good, chat. Anyone got something exciting going on or exciting coming up? Big plans for the weekend, perhaps, or heading into the end of the week? And what? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we're almost halfway through this week. Sleep is pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I do love sleep. Man, I had the most wonderful outside nap yesterday. It was insane how good that nap was. Like, it was that perfect temperature outside where it was like the upper 60s, but the sun was shining, so like it was warm. And me and Sadie were just like, we have a really nice outside set of furniture, so we just took a nap and it was perfect.
Have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start? A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young lizard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what we agreed. I simply haven't any more.
Here, take this. And I thank you, Master.
All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work! Chop, chop!
And I've a notion suspicious workings are still afoot. What became of the builders who were to put the statue together? They were due 3 days back, yet there's still no sign of them at our daystone.
They were crushed too, I'm certain of it. Or eaten, or locusts got them like in Zerigania.
Oh, these guys are a
What's this
superstitious
rubbish
bunch.
you spout now? The architects wrote they would arrive a week late with a large shipment of marble from Metana for the prophet's beard. So stop flapping your yaps and get to work. Allow me to walk you away, Master.
Oh, somebody fell. That's awesome, dude.
I lied. But I cannot have them panic again. The workers he mentioned, they've indeed vanished. Come see me later. I shall divulge to you the details.
Typical Bretonian peasants. Yeah, true. Alright.
So, Master, the workers who vanished, how goes the search?
Vanished?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that, along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaism. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Okay. Cool. So, oh, wow. We've already found 4 of the 5.
Hey, Tony Champion, drink! Give me a drink!
Who would be better at monster hunting, a Bretonian knight or Geralt? Definitely Geralt, because he does research and is not above using like every single tactic available to him. Bretonian knights tend to be very much held back by the fact that they're, you know, got the whole chivalry thing going. So they tend to grant a lot of unnecessary advantages to the monsters they face. Which, you know, they should not do that. Like, granted, there are some Bretonian knights that would be, like, terrifyingly powerful compared to Geralt, but the vast majority of them would underperform compared to him. Lorfat, can I name the top 5 biggest cities in the Warhammer world? What is the biggest or most important cities in the Chaos Waste, and why do I think it's the most important? I wish you a wonderful day. Let the flying spaghetti monster bless you all. Ramen. But, in answer to your question, the top 5... So, it's not... we don't necessarily have a concrete answer, because that's not kind of the level of details that Games Workshop tends to be very good about giving us. But as far as from what we currently know, what are the top 5 biggest cities? I believe the top 5 currently are Altdorf, in no particular order. Altdorf,
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, wow. If you're counting Skaven, then never mind. Altdorf would not be in the top 5. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about the Skaven. Yeah, if you're counting Skaven, then Jesus. It would be like Skavenblight under Altdorf, under like it would literally just be Skaven 5 times. Like, the Skaven have everyone so grossly outnumbered, it's not even funny. But if discounting the Skaven, because I imagine that's not technically what you were asking about, I would probably say Altdorf, Weijin, honestly, from what I've understood about Cathay and the conversations I've gotten to have with Andy Hall, I would say that it's very likely that the you know, despite despite the fact that they're like relatively new revelations, honestly, most of Cathay's big cities would probably outnumber the populations of anything in the old world. Most notably like Nangao, Weijin, Shenyang, and I forget what the major city for the Eastern Dragon is off the top of my head, but like Grand Cathay has a absolutely explosive population. Where's my damn treasure? Okay, it's inside the box. Let's drink some whale eye. Or killer whale, rather. Whale eye. What about Lothern? No, Lothern has a very small population. Like, there's a good amount of people that live there, most of them being like other races, like immigrants. But it's not near, like a lot of Lothern is still said to be empty. It's a big city. Ship captain's log. Belhaven, 23rd day of service. Nothing irritates me more than land rats thinking they're the cock of the walk. Yet Count Jean-Jol Belliarge, that's what the impertinent prick may be called, managed to assuage my irritation a dab by clinking a hefty pouch of Nilfgaardian florins on the table. His entourage loaded the ship with bundles and hauled on this huge cage covered with a sail. Count Belliarge explained it held one of those famed Zangubarian striped horses, a gift for Duchess Henrietta. We've had nothing but trouble with this Zangubarian horse. It gnaws on the deck like a beast gone mad. Plus, we've got to make sure the tarp covering its cage is tightly fastened, for it seems this creature's as sensitive to the sun's rays as a vampire, in which case what good's it to the Duchess? A striped horse that she can only ride at night. There's no comprehending these aristocrats. 1,000 thundering sea devils. That was no horse in a cage, but a god's blasted shalmer. Overgrown rock rat chewed through the deck, capsized the ship, and burrowed into the river bottom. Then that idiot Count Berliarge fell to his knees and begged me to help catch the monster. He handed me the key to the chest of jewels he kept watch on the whole trip and swore to be mine if we recaptured that monstrosity. I'd most like to grab a thick club, smack him upside the head, and take that chest right now, but I'm not some plowing pirate. I'll gather the lads who managed to survive the wreck. We'll catch the monster in our nets. The Count claimed to know some trickery used to sneak up on the beast. Somehow, I don't think that worked out. Call me crazy. Oh, there is a cave. Really hope. Uh-oh. I hope there's an air pocket in here, otherwise we may be in trouble. Horace, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Well, how the devil did he get up there? Well, that was dramatic. But I want that. Maybe there's a way up there. Shellmars are kind of adorable in like a weird way. I always feel bad for killing
Peasant! Peasant!
You're a peasant!